Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be covering the new Tier 10 Premium, heavy cruiser, the Prins Van Oranje. I assume that's how you pronounce it. But I'm not sure, but I assume that's how you pronounce it. Let's start off with the price. The ship is going to be available for 36,000 steel. It comes with the ship you also get a flag, I guess, that belongs to the ship, I assume. You get a steel camo with it as well, and a 30-day boost during the steel event. It's also available in golden Santa crates. Okay, 10% chance for the Prins Van Oranje, it says. Okay, well, so it's a steel ship. I assume it'll be available. Oh, here it is. No, I assume it's gonna be available later on just as a standard steel ship, maybe. It doesn't say anything about that though, so I'm just gonna assume it is. This is something like, for example, if we remember the Lauria event, where there was the Lauria at tier 10. If you guys remember, Lauria was previously like available for a higher steel amount, but you also got a steel camo with it. This is, I guess, is the same situation. You can get a steel camo in the Prins Van Oranje if you spend 36,000 steel. It doesn't say if it's gonna be available, but if I get updated information, I guess I'll put it in the comments of the video. But that's all I know. And what is it? Let's actually start talking about the ship and actually going through it, and of course show you some gameplay. Now, if you want to skip straight to gameplay, guys, I'll keep the video chaptered for you guys. So down here you can just skip to the gameplay. But in the meantime, I'm going to cover my captain build, equipment, and all the statistics of the ship, and compare it to actually something very similar, I would say, the Gouden Leeuw. But starting off for the Prins Van Oranje, let's look at my commander build. So I have Grease the Gears, Gun Feeder, I've got Focus Firing Training, Survivability Expert, Superintendent, Adrenaline Rush, Concealment Expert, and ASW Expert. For my equipment, I have Reload Mod, Concealment System Mod, Airstrike Mod, Aiming System Mod. I'm actually going to take Hydro here. Now, I do have Engine Room Protection, but I will purchase a Hydro one, because I like having that, I guess. If you don't have it though, you should take Engine Room Protection. I believe this one doesn't burn like Gouden Leeuw. Gouden Leeuw burns for 60 seconds. This one only burns for 30 seconds. And Main Armaments Mod 1. For the exterior camouflage, as you can see, we have a very unique camouflage here that wasn't previously available in the game. Because as we can see, it's way brighter than the previous white camo that's in the game. It's just a different shade of white. Unfortunately, there's no other Perma-Camo for the ship, but it is what it is. Well, that's kind of it. And for ship characteristics, for HP, we have 56,400, which is actually the same as Gouden Leeuw. Same 25% torpedo hit protection. For main guns, this is where the differences are, mainly. So on this ship, we have 234mm guns, which are the same caliber as something like Goliath. You don't get the improved HE penetration Goliath does, though. You do get a 20% fire chance and 18.1 kilometer range. Gouden, as we know, gets 283mm guns, so they get higher HE pen, but the range is worse. Gouden Leeuw, I believe, also has battlecruiser dispersion, I think, or something like that. And I think Prins Van Oranje has cruiser dispersion. Yes, it does. So it does get better dispersion and accuracy. But your guns are lower caliber. You do also have an extra barrel per turret. So you get 4 barrels per turret. So you get 12 guns instead of getting 9 guns. But they are smaller caliber. Keep that in mind. For the airstrike, it's also quite different, I believe, on this one. On this one, we have 15 kilometer range. Whilst Gouden Leeuw, we have only Gouden Leeuw, so we have 13 kilometer range. The reload time is 108 seconds. Whilst on Gouden Leeuw, with unique upgrade, it's actually 51. But that's with unique upgrade. So if we actually take a look at it, normally it's 68 though still. So it's way worse reload on your airstrike. So of course we can see that Prins Van Oranje is more of a main gun focused ship. Depth charge is ship based. Maneuverability, 35.2 knots. Actually, something I want to take a look about the airstrike still is how many bombs you have. Gouden Leeuw has 6 bombs. They do 6.8k damage, 37 mil pen. But it's 6 times 12. And this is 7 times 12. So you get an extra bomb per drop, and the bomb does more damage. You also have 46 millimeters of pen instead of just 37. So you get quite a lot of pen. The bombs are better bombs. It's just you get, like, the reload time is worse on the airstrike. You also get 1 less airstrike. So you get 2. It reminds me of something like the tier 9 Dutch cruiser. I don't know if you guys have ever played that. I don't think I've covered it in a video, the Van Spike. It's actually quite similar to something like Van Spike, but Van Spike only has the 1 drop. And of course, actually, Van Spike also only burns for 30 seconds, and it's also just a heavy cruiser, like Prins Van Oranje. Continuing on it, maneuverability, 35.2 knots, and concealment is 10.8. So your concealment is actually worse than Gouden Leeuw by 0.5, I believe it is. But your maneuverability is kind of the same. So that's pretty much it for the Gouden Leeuw and Prins Van Oranje comparison. But that's pretty much it. I think we should go straight into the gameplay now. That's 6 minutes into this video. I'm sorry for my rambling, but I guess you could have skipped as well. But I think we should go straight into the game in the Prins Van Oranje. Alright, here we are on Estuary in the Prins Van Oranje. Estuary is actually a pretty good map for these Dutch cruisers, especially Prins Van Oranje, compared to Gouden Leeuw, actually, just because it does have the extended range on the ASW, 15 kilometer instead of 13. So when we're on that rock, we actually have more range where we can use it a bit more. Now, the matchmaking is actually pretty solid in this match. Now, we do have CVs, which is a wee bit unfortunate. I'm actually going to turn off this audio thing, where we hear the quick comments, because I don't want to hear them all the time. I'm actually not going to go on the middle rock, though. Where am I? Should I? I think I should, actually. I should. I will. But let me skip this part, because nothing's gonna happen, I guess, at the start of the game. Oh, here we are. We're getting focused by a CV. Time to engage anti-aircraft. Now, we are AA spec. Actually, a recommendation I have for you guys, if you really want to, you could take top grade gunner on your Prins Van Oranje, if you want. If you're gonna play it more aggressively, I think the top grade gunner will be really useful, especially since the concealment is slightly worse than the Gouden Leeuw. I went AA spec though, because the AA is really good, like Gouden's. So I wanted to kind of spec into that so we can actually shoot down some planes, maybe. But that was the. I actually just took the straight build from my Gouden Leeuw, so this is kind of what I run. And of course, you get quicker consumable reload time, which is nice. You do, of course, retain the quick heal cooldown that Gouden gets on this ship. I kind of want to get set on fire so I can see if it's actually 30-second fires. I do believe they're 30-second fires, though. We do actually overmatch Minotaur, funnily enough. Okay, let us drop an ASW, oh, not an ASW, an airstrike on him. And let's shoot him with main guns now. We should get 12 cruiser dispersion guns, so we should get some good damage. We get 3 citadels. We do miss our airstrike, but that's not really that important. We wanted to push this Minotaur out of the position with it. And, well, he got pushed out. Now he instantly died. Unfortunately, I did want to get a second salvo there on him. But unfortunately, our reload just wasn't quick enough. And it is what it is. 14-second reload is quite long. I am actually not sure what Goliath reload is with the same caliber guns. But of course, I don't think it's that fast either. It's probably like 12 seconds, 13 seconds. Now, this also comes with airstrike, we must keep in mind. But it's not really something you should be comparing to Goliath, realistically. You should be comparing it to something like a Gouden Leeuw. And from just the statistics looking at it, with this ship, you're gonna be expecting a better just gun platform than Gouden Leeuw. But the airstrikes, to be honest, you're gonna be lacking a bit of power. Now, you do have, of course, better bombs and more bombs. So, that's going to be pretty useful for you. But we must keep in mind that, well, Howden Leeuw reloads his bombs very fast, especially with the unique upgrade. 50-second reload is pretty fast. Now, I'm actually pretty tempted to not even go with the airstrike reload on this ship and just go propulsion mod. So you can kind of play it open water style, just cruiser. Of course, you can still do that with the airstrike mod, but it's a bit easier with the propulsion mod. I think you can just accelerate way faster and stuff, so that's pretty cool. We're up to 47k damage though. We get 2 fires there with the bombs. 9 bomb hits there, which is pretty good. Not really much going on right now. This Napoli might be a problem if he pushes up into me. These are not in range. I'm not panicking, trust me. I'm not panicking, trust. I'm okay. See? 54 seconds. Listen, to be fair, if we didn't waste our drop on the Minotaur, we would have a second drop here where we would light permafires. I guess you do have to be more cautious with your airstrikes with the Prince. Because, well, you only have 2. More importantly, they take really long to reload, so you can't just throw them out like you do on Howden Leeuw. But these are things you will learn over time, and things I will learn over time with this ship compared to that one. Nothing really much is happening. Hello! He's coming. Now, this Napoli, I don't want him to rush me. I'm a bit scared of him rushing me, but I think right now we're okay. Ooh, don't kill me. I'm full broadside to a Tennessee and that thing hurts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. Reload guns. I think actually that's gonna miss. Is that longer drop time? It's 17-second drop time instead of 14. So you actually have 3 extra seconds, which actually he would have been in the box actually. But it is what it is. We did miss the drop. I suck. We waited 50 minutes to get a drop and I missed it, guys. How bad am I? Very. That's... Ooh, that was a solid salvo. 8 plus 5k. That's a 13k salvo. Now, this is a broadside Napoli, so I wanted a Citadel. But we didn't get one. That's okay. It is what it is. But let's try again. Nope, not really a big shot there either. But this Napoli has played overly aggressive. And now that should pretty much punish him. He should be able to die. Because he is in our spawn in front of everyone. I'm going to try to get some more shots on this Tennessee. If possible. Maybe get a fire potentially. That's kind of my goal. Unfortunately, we did miss a drop. Which is going to grief us a lot. Because if you do get a drop, you get quite a lot of damage. Oh, we got 8 pens and a fire. What's our main gun HE penetration? It's 39. So we do pen American battleship decks like Montana and Iowa. Which is pretty nice. Well, we gotta just play it slow. The game, we're doing pretty okay. I mean, we're 8 minutes in, or 7 minutes in, actually. And we have 88k damage, so that's not too good. But, of course, we could have played way better. But the game's clearly not over. There's 5 minutes left, so maybe we could try squeeze some damage out of the enemies. Potentially. I don't want to airstrike the Ipiranga. He has pretty good maneuverability, actually. I'm gonna just walk in here. And try not to suicide into a secondary battleship. The fire chance seems pretty nutty, actually. We're pretty much getting a fire every HE salvo. Which is interesting. I guess the fire chance is 20%, which is pretty good. And the accuracy is also pretty good on this ship. So we're going to be landing more shells on average. And we, of course, have higher shell count than something like Howden. I know I repeat myself kind of a lot when I talk about Howden Leeuw and this ship. But since it's a new ship, I kind of want to just re-say some things. Maybe people are skipping throughout the video, you never know. And, well, of course, we want to try and mention things all the time. Up to 113,000 damage. Now, we are top tier matchmaking, but that also means there is less damage to be farmed in such a match. Class cruiser in front of us. I'm sorry I wasn't posting much. I'll try to post this week a lot. Because there's a lot of new NDA ships coming out. I'll also be streaming them on Twitch if you're interested in watching these new test ships we just got. Or NDA ships that just got announced or whatever. But this is one of them. This is Prins Van Oranje. We have Georg Hoffman video. I'm sure I'll cover it. Shinano, well, it's a carrier, but maybe I'll cover it just because I haven't been posting a lot, so I kind of want to post for you guys. And there's also Archerfish, the submarine. Wow, this Vladivostok is really hurting me, actually.
Luchtafweerbemanningen in opperste staat van paraatheid.
Paraatheid. This AA is not working. These are tier 8 planes, guys. These are tier 8 planes. They're not dying. We got a Citadel hit on the Hipper there. We just killed the squad. That's pretty nice. And let's blind fire the Hipper. He should be dying right here. He's dead. I want to just push in here. Fortunately, I don't want to because there's a lot of battleships. The Vladivostok is creating a big crossfire against me. So if I just push in into these guys, I'm going to have to angle into them because they're closer. And unfortunately, I will just die to that Vladivostok, which I will put broadside to. So instead, we should just farm the Vladivostok. See what we can do. We got one bomb hit there, pretty insane. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with these drops, I guess, because they are actually slower drops than Gouden Leeuw. I was actually getting pretty good with the Gouden Leeuw ones. But these ones, man. The 3 extra seconds, because I'm visualizing. I'm not even thinking about the timer. I'm just like visualizing the 14 seconds. I'm dropping like based on 14 seconds, which is bad because these are 17-second drops. 17.6. Where is it how much Gouden is? I don't think Gouden's like that. Okay, we're gonna eat some secondaries here, but that's okay. I need to get some damage because we're running a bit low. We're only at 143,000 damage. And of course, you guys would be disappointed in a video with only 143,000 damage. Your smoke shooting is only 8.8 kilometers, which is actually quite good for the ship. You could actually, if you want, you could smoke what? The Prins Van Oranje if you want. Not in this situation because we are at 6 kilometers, unfortunately. But maybe at 10 kilometers, you can totally smoke bot it if you want. We just shot down another squadron there, which is pretty nice. We're going to launch another airstrike and probably miss again. Because we're not really timing it really well. Ever. Imagine what kind of damage I would have if I hit every single airstrike drop. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, man. Hit him. Okay, we got 5k damage there. Pretty insane drop. We're up to 170k damage almost, which I would say is a pretty reasonable match. Come on, buddy. Paraatheid. Unfortunately, we won't end up getting the kill on the Bismarck. Oh, we did! We're good, guys. Trust. We're really good. And that's pretty much game. We get one more shot on the Tennessee before the game ends. We're at 178k damage. And we just strike 180,000 damage, which is pretty nice. Let's take a look at the score. Alright, so for this game in the Prins Van Oranje, we got 182,000 damage, 165 shell hits, 15 bomb hits, 1 kill, 9 fires, 4 citadels, and 14 plane kills. We got top of our team at 1940 base XP. Detailed report. We got 35k on the Bismarck, 49k on the Tennessee, 24k on the Ipiranga, 20k on the Minotaur, 16k on the Napoli, and some damage on some other ships. We damaged a lot of ships this game. Most of our damage actually came from armor piercing. Our HE is actually pretty good though. We should definitely try it as well. The fires, we can set some fires with it. But yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty much it, really. Credits and XP, here you go. This is without flags or, well, boosters. This kind of stock. Alright, here we are in the second game in the Prins Van Oranje. I actually wanted to cover a second game in it, because I think one game maybe isn't enough for you guys. And that's okay. Let us just probably go to the right side of the map here. We spawn here, so we'll probably go there. And I'll probably skip the start of the game here as well, so you guys can just watch some gameplay instead of me sailing around. We're in range of an FDG. How exciting. We got our first salvo out of the match. Really solid. Hopefully we do get some damage. Ooh, we get a 4K salvo and a fire. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm actually gonna strike him here. In the lucht! I wish he was spotted. We do actually overmatch this Smolensk with AP, and we have cruiser accuracy, which is pretty nice. We should be able to do quite decent damage to him. Hopefully these bombs will hit him. We do hit him actually 4 times with triple fire. Triple fire. He's gonna DCP that, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're gonna keep chugging some AP. We got 8 overpens. This AP does pretty well actually because of the number of guns, the speed of the shells. We're doing okay. I wish they were all pens. Imagine the damage. A solid 13k salvos maybe. Well, that's okay. We're getting 6k. That's not too bad. This FDG is gonna die. We're up to 30k damage already. That means the Smolensk is gonna be isolated on this flank just with a Haaland on his team. But this Haaland's about to die. I'm pretty sure. Because the Haaland is running it down. So the Haaland's probably dead. We're up to 33k damage though. This might actually be a fast match. Hopefully not. But their team is struggling already. So let us put our guns on our other side of the ship. I'm actually not going to push straight into the spawn. I want to kind of remain in our spawn. Or at least sit behind my double Michelangelos. I don't want to be the one force tanking the enemy team here. I actually forgot to check the armor layout at the start of the video. I normally actually always check out the armor layout. I believe it's identical to something like Gouden and Leeuw. Because the hull is the same hull. I believe just the guns caliber are different. But that's kind of it. I think the guns are different, but the hull is absolutely the same. How have you guys been, by the way? Do let me know in the comments how you guys have been. Hope you guys have been okay. Been surviving without the content, I'm sure. Yeah, well, hopefully this week you'll get fed some more content, which makes you guys a bit happier, maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe you guys don't even care, which is okay too. You can... That's good too, you know? It's, of course. But anyway, we're kind of doing okay. 34,000 damage, nothing too special. These double Michelangelos, they're just sailing on each other's head right now. And they're just gonna keep walking. They're probably just gonna kill everything on their team, and we're gonna win very fast. Their team doesn't really seem like they're interested in doing anything right now. We should be able to get some pretty good damage. This Borodino just DCP'd, so we're gonna lay some bombs on him when we see him. There he is. He's reversing, perfect. In the lucht! Should be a good drop, to be honest. We have Hydra running, so we shouldn't be scared of the Smolensk Torps. Fire. Now let's see the bombs. The bombs are perfect here. What? We got a double fire. One on the Seattle, though, unfortunately. I hope I actually got one on the Borodino there, but I already had one from just my main guns. Sadly, I think this is going to be a subpar game. Unfortunately. Because it seems like we're just triple capping and the game is about to end. But I'm happy to showcase this match regardless. Because I think it's important to showcase you guys real matches. For at least on my end. I know other people may cover like different videos or like different matches. Like maybe they'll play 20 matches, they'll pick some good ones. That's okay too, of course. I personally like doing just live commentary and just showing you guys whatever game I get. The reason for this is, well, I don't know. I feel like, you know, at least it doesn't discourage you as well when you play and you get like maybe average matches like these where you triple cap and there's nothing you can do and you're like, damn, these CCs are getting improved RNG, because I never see them getting these matches. But no, it's, you know, it's pretty much happens to everyone, guys, you know, these matches. So shouldn't feel discouraged or anything if this happens to you. Now, if it happens like 50 times in one day to you, well, I mean, you're a bit unlucky there. But don't worry, you know, it is what it is. Don't get too mad over it. It's not worth it, you know. At the end of the day, it is a game. And, you know, sometimes we do get unlucky in these games. So we're up to 120k damage now after talking about that. So we're doing pretty okay. We're trying to force feed some damage into this match. Inject some damage right now into my HP bar here. We're up to 126k damage, so we're doing pretty solid. I wasn't ever scared of that Asashio because he cannot even torp me, so we're kind of chilling on that regard. We're doing pretty good, though. I think actually we're going to swap to AP. Now, we do pen this Montana with HE and bombs, which is really nice. Oh, he missed. Unfortunate, buddy. Look at that damage. Like, we pen, right? So we get pretty good damage regardless on those things. I'm actually going to go for... Boom! We're going to go for the 4.5k damage. We are going to get 150k damage here, which is really nice. If possible, there you go. We hit the threshold, 150k damage, making it a decent match. Now, we did miss the ASW or the drop on the Montana, unfortunately. So, we're not gonna get those extra bomb hit damages, which is a bit sad. If we can hit 160 here, we're actually approaching our first game damage count, which is kind of surprising from this match, but looks like we're squeezing out quite a lot of damage from... Oh, yeah! We got 14k damage there on that Seattle. Hopefully we can finish off a kill here, maybe. Oh, nope. Unfortunately, we should have shot the Borodino. We could have actually ended up with a kill, but it is what it is. There it is. Let's take a look at the score. Alright, so we ended up doing 173,000 damage, 166 shell hits, 15 bomb hits, 14 fires, and 2 citadels. Team score 1.8k base XP, top of our team, which is really nice. As always, it's very nice when we do that. This game, as you can see, our damage is mixed from HE and AP, and fires, pretty even, of course. Damage 66k on Montana, 43k on Borodino, FDG, and then some chip damage on everything else. Credits and XP. Here you go. This is without boosters. For my commander, once again, grease the gears, gun feeder, focus firing training, survivability expert, superintendent, adrenaline rush, and concealment expert. Currently, I'm running A defense and ASW expert, but top grade gunner is actually pretty useful on both the Leeuw and the Prins Van Oranje, so that's up to you if you want to take that. For my equipment, I have main battery mod 3, concealment system mod 1, airstrike mod 1, aiming system mod 1, hydra search mod 1, and main armaments mod 1. In terms of what I think about the ship, hold on, let me remove this golden armory thing. I'm sure you guys would do the same sometimes. There you go. We got 50 doubloons. I'm rich now. More importantly, the ship. What do I think about the ship? Is it really worth 36,000? Steel. Well, 36,000 steel is quite an expensive purchase, and I don't believe you will be able to use your coupon on such a steel ship. You will need to wait for it to get actually released for steel for you to be able to use that coupon. So it's going to be straight 36,000 steel. Now, for a player like me, I have 123,000 steel, and I own every steel ship in the game. Wargaming actually do not give us the steel ships, so these I of course have earned and purchased out of my grinding over the years. I have all of them, sure, but in terms of this one, 36,000 steel seems quite an expensive purchase. I think you should just wait for it to become normal steel, where you can use the coupon and buy it cheaper. You can just play Leeuw, in my opinion, and achieve very similar results. Leeuw is a very fun ship, especially with the unique upgrade. I think it's very playable and very fun. If you would like me to cover Leeuw in a future video, do let me know. I will totally do that, of course. But the Prins Van Oranje, it's still a pretty good ship. I think it's a wonderful ship. It has good main gun accuracy. The airstrike is better in terms of the one, instead of like the one airstrike, but like the reload is worse. So it's actually overall you get a worse package for airstrike. You're kind of more like a main gun cruiser at this point. And well, the 12 guns plus the shell speed and everything the ship offers is actually pretty fun and pretty good. And I think you can get some good games in it as well. And it's pretty consistent, it seems, because the guns are pretty good. But I think for most players, I think you should just stick to the Leeuw. I think the ship is already pretty good. So I don't think you need to just purchase another one. Unless, of course, you have a lot of steel. But if you have a lot of steel and you were going to buy it anyway, I don't see the point in this part of the video for you, because you're going to buy it anyway. But for most players, I think, who don't have a lot of steel, I think you should just get Gouden Leeuw and just stick to that one and just play that one. Personally, that is my opinion. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you appreciated it or enjoyed it. Sorry. Hope you enjoyed the video. And please let me know what you think of the Prins Van Oranje, if you're gonna get it or not. And if you have Gouden Leeuw, if you want to see a Gouden Leeuw video, let me know. Of course, please help me out and let me know what ship you want to see in the next video. I appreciate it a lot, guys. I appreciate you sticking around. I know I haven't posted in a while, but I posted a Colbert highlight last Friday, and I actually got around 3,000 views on that one, which is still quite a lot for my channel. And that's after a month of not uploading. So thank you so much, guys. I have finished my dissertation. But yeah, I will see you in the next video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and big fan.